Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, your girl Gigi, the Glam Goddess, and I'm back with another video. And this week's topic, we're talking about taking self-accountability, okay? So, a lot of the times we be angry at ourselves because certain shit went down in our relationships. I'ma just talk openly about me. I know me in certain relationships that I have dealt with. Forgiveness was a big issue, and not only forgiving that person, but forgiving myself, because once I realized a lot of the shit that I went through could have been avoided, yet if I used my own discernment, if I trusted myself, and once you wake up to the realization, like, damn, I got myself into a lot of the situations and problems and relationships, that caused me a lot of turmoil and heartbreak or whatever case might be. I had to take self accountability to say, damn, I put myself through that shit. Granted, these people had their own choices that they had to make, good or bad, and they made their choices. But for me, when you realize that some of the choices that you made and affected your life in a big way, because you're dealing with trauma, you dealing with heartbreak or whatever case might be, that this can be a real big thing to work on. Sometimes certain people can't even forgive themselves for fucking up their life, or inviting certain people into their life that they shouldn't have, and there was certain warning signs there that we all ignored. Okay, so let's go ahead and get on into the first piece to this video. So yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in the next clip. All right, so now this is really important to note. A lot of the times you feel like you angry at other people, you angry at the people that hurt you, but you really angry at yourself. You're really angry at yourself. And let me tell you why that you're so angry at yourself. It's because you didn't trust yourself. You didn't follow your own discernment. You let somebody else manipulate your mind and to thinking that it was one way and that it wasn't. Okay, I'm trying to really get vulnerable with y'all. I was angry as fuck at myself. I wasn't, and it was like I was angry at that person, and I felt like, so much turmoil and anger and just regret towards that person. But then once I woke up and I realized, like, damn, that person really isn't the cause of my turmoil. I'm really angry at myself because I didn't listen to my own intuition. I gave this person chance after chance, and they let me down. And in retrospect, I can look at that and say, damn, well, you let yourself down because you didn't trust yourself. Self-betrayal is one of the worst feelings, okay, that you can have, okay? And trying to heal from that can be a real big thing, a really hard thing to do. I also want to note that where did you go wrong? Okay, this is when we taking the self-accountability. This is when we realize, okay, it's something that I did for me to be in this situation. So where did you go wrong? I know for me, giving motherfuckers too many chances after chances, not trusting my intuition, and that was self-betrayal for me. That was where I went wrong. I went wrong when I let somebody else manipulate my mind, knowing that the truth and the evidence was right in front of me. So that's one thing that, you know, you got self-reflect on the damages that we did to ourselves, some of the hurt and the shit that we inflicted on ourselves. We gotta realize, damn, well, you know, I did that. I went wrong when I went back to that person. I went wrong when I forgave after the 5th time of forgiving, and, you know, knew it wasn't sincere. So yeah, so that's one thing that you want to know, is where did you go wrong? Okay. And another thing, another tip to this, another part that I want to add is, how could you have prevented it? Okay, so now that you know where you went wrong, how could you have prevented that so it don't happen again? So for me, I know I'm not going to be given too many chances after chances after chances. The first red flag is good enough for me. The first that's it. Okay, so that's where I went wrong, and I could have prevented that by trusting my intuition and not allowing a person back into my life and tell me something different from what I already know about that person. So I could have, you know, prevented my situation by not fucking with that person no more. Okay, after the first strike. Okay, I could have trusted my intuition before I even found out, and let that be good enough, instead of keep saying, oh, well, no, I need more hardcore proof, or whatever case might be. So that's where I went wrong. Okay, and that's how I could have prevented it, by not giving chance after chance. Okay, it's almost like if you got, I don't know, like, for instance, if you got your favorite cup, okay, your favorite mug. If you broke your favorite mug, you'd be like, damn, you'll still be mad at yourself. But you don't feel as mad, because you know that, okay, this is something I did, and you take full self accountability for it. But then when somebody else break your shit, it's like, how did this happen? Why did you break my shit? Why was you even touching it? This and that. So we put all the blame on that individual. When somebody else breaks our shit, we're more mad, okay? But then on the flip side, when we do it, we take that accountability, so it's like we're not as pissed off. So it's the same with relationships. When you take the self accountability to say, damn, I fucked up my own self by keep trusting this motherfucker and giving him chance after chance after chance, and not trusting the first sign. Okay, and you betrayed yourself. Okay, that's when you take that self accountability. You say, damn, I really did do that to myself. Then you're not so angry at that other person, that you're more angry at yourself. For like, okay, you got some makeup, right? Or another example, you got some makeup, and you know that you got a 2-year-old daughter that gets into shit, right? And you know you usually put your makeup up, right? But on this occasion, you left your makeup out, okay? And so your daughter, your 2-year-old daughter, get into your shit, and now you really angry. You feel like you angry at your daughter, like, why didn't you do that? But you didn't put your shit up. Sis, you didn't put your shit up. So a 2-year-old, somebody that don't know better, is going to get into your shit, and they don't know the value of your makeup. They're going to fuck up your makeup, okay? Straight up. You already know children, they going to fuck that shit up. Palettes be broken and shit. You be pissed the fuck off. But listen, right? You're not really angry at that 2-year-old. You're really angry at yourself, because you should have put your own shit up. You should have put your makeup up, your shit up where can't nobody touch it, can't nobody get it. So this is when you take that self-accountability. You say, damn, I should have protected my own feelings better. I should have took better care of myself for this to not happen to me. So you really angry at yourself because you didn't guard your own feelings and protect your own boundaries. Okay? So it's it's the same. I love that example. Let me just say so myself. But I hope that y'all get that and y'all understand that this taking self accountability is really gonna also help you not be so angry at the other person. Okay, that is the main portion, because you can't live with unforgiveness always in your heart. I made a video talking about forgiveness and saying, you can forgive at your own time. If you don't want to forgive a motherfucker in the next year, 2 years, 5 years, then don't. But eventually, through our spiritual experience, not just as human beings, but that you gotta forgive. You gotta let that shit out your heart. And forgiveness is for you, okay? So this moves me on to my 5th part for the video, is that forgiveness is for you. You don't forgive the person for yourself, okay? You forgive the you don't forgive that person for them, okay? So they can feel better. You forgive yourself for making the mistakes, and then when you realize, damn, I forgive myself for making and I didn't understand that when people were saying, like, you gotta forgive yourself. Like, bitch, what you mean? I didn't do that shit to myself. But then once I realized, in retrospect, when you take that self accountability, then you be like, damn, then you really angry at yourself, and stuff like that. Like, you still broke your own shit. You're not as mad as that person. Well, maybe you are if you still working through your shit. But you're still working through that. So you may be angry at yourself, and you gotta forgive yourself. You gotta let it out your heart. You can't harbor that against yourself to be like, how didn't I know better? How did I let myself get manipulated? Like, am I stupid? Am I dumb? Because some of them feelings and thoughts come up. So that's when forgiveness of yourself comes in and kick in. And yes, and also that forgive yourself because also that you didn't know. You didn't know. Forgive yourself because you didn't know. You didn't have the full understanding of who you was dealing with. Okay, a lot of people. I ain't gonna say. I'm just keep it real. A lot of men are narcissists. Okay, they narcs. Okay, y'all can say what the fuck y'all want to say, but I said it. Okay, a majority of men are narcissists, and the rise of women being narcissists is raising up. So I don't want nobody to think that women can't be narcissistic too, because they definitely can be. But a lot of times when you dealing with these people, you don't know that shit. You don't know that they are narcissists. You don't know that they are sociopath. They don't give a fuck about your feelings. They reckless. They manipulative. You don't really have a full understanding of that. That's why you gotta forgive yourself. Okay, how Jesus was saying when he was getting crucified, it was like, forgive them, Father, because they don't know. And then when you forgive yourself in retrospect, you forgive that person because you like, damn, they didn't know better either. I didn't know better. They didn't know better. Like, and sometimes they be knowing better. I ain't gonna say that. Sometimes they be knowing better, but they don't be knowing who they doing it to. Okay, like who they really doing it to in the spirit realm. Okay. A next thing, God doesn't. Yeah, God doesn't fault you when you don't know. So I just wanted to add that in there. So God does not fault you when you don't know. So take it easy on yourself, okay? All right, so the 6th part for this video, the final ending that I have to say is get the lesson, okay? Get the lesson. But get the lesson out of this. At the end of the day, these situations, these toxic relationships were there to teach you about yourself and other people and how to move accordingly and better discern different spirits. Okay, so get the lesson. Don't be angry at yourself. Just get the fucking lesson so it don't happen again. All right. So this is it, y'all, for this video. I hope that y'all enjoy. I am talking a little bit lower, like my energy isn't like, because I got a little bit of a headache, y'all, but I still push through. I hope that this video was helpful and informative. Go ahead and comment, like, subscribe if y'all feel called to. Also, for the people that are coming back watching, don't forget to hit the bell notification down below so that you can be informed when I have videos like this coming up. Okay, y'all? So, yes, I'm out. Peace. I'll see y'all soon.